In this video, we're going to talk about the sample standard deviation. It looks complicated, but it's not. It's pretty straightforward. Let's talk about the notation. Small s is the sample standard deviation. The square root is the square root that you've seen most of your math career. The sum, or the sigma symbol, is the sum, meaning you have to add whatever it is that they want. In this case, it's going to be x take away x bar quantity squared, which is the deviations from the mean squared. Also, you have n is the number of observation, and then n take away 1. N take away 1 is more of a correction factor for the sample standard deviation. And some of the properties. Well, the value of the standard deviation is always positive in this case, except when the value of the standard deviation is 0, which means all the data points are the same. And if you think about it, standard deviation really is the deviation from the mean, or how does the data vary from the mean, right? Because the data set usually, when you receive one, has a variety of numbers. And so how does it vary from the mean? And so you can measure that. Large values of S. Now, some people might think, well, how large does it have to be? Well, you have to be part of that, whatever you're studying, you have a sense of what it means to be large, but we'll talk about it a little bit. But large values of S indicate greater amounts of variation, more spread of the data. So what it means is that the data set is more spread out. The variety of numbers are much more longer or spread out from the mean compared to numbers that are more closer together towards the mean. If the values of the data set are more clumped closer to the mean, then it's more likely that it'll have a smaller sample standard deviation. Like the mean, the S, or the sample standard deviation, is strongly influenced by outliers of the data. So if you have data values that are outside of if you have very small numbers or very large numbers outside of the overall pattern of the standard of the distribution of your data, then it will affect the standard deviation. And the units of the standard deviation are the same as the units of the original data values. So if your inches for your data set, then the standard deviation is also in inches, because the value that you get, again, is a way to measure how much a variety of data you have from the center. There's other ways of explaining it, but this is one way. You get a sense of what it is. All right, so I hope you have a great day. Please tell your teachers about this. Please subscribe, and I'll be seeing you later. Bye-bye.